Okay, so today we'll see few more action for the JavaScript executor. Okay, so let me create another class. Okay, so this is our class and we need main method. Okay, so let me take all the okay. Now we'll create basically one object for JavaScript executor. So Java or I can, yeah, this is coming JavaScript executor JS equal to new. We can do the TypeScript JavaScript executor, and here we have to pass the driver. Okay, now JS dot execute script, and here argument. Okay, so now you see here for this is the how to create a JavaScript executor, right? Now there are few things which we will cover today. Okay, now let me just remove this line. So we have so far created the object for JavaScript executor. Okay, now next what? So basically let me open this URL. So this is my URL, right? So if I want to scroll, okay, till 500 pixel, okay, so how to do that? So I want to just come in between on this particular web page, so that consider 500 pixel. Okay, now how to do that? So that we'll see using JavaScript executor, and that is only the possibilities to do all the scroll things using JavaScript executor. So what is the syntax is, now we have to say JS the object dot execute script, and here within the string parameter we have to write window dot scroll I bracket start 0 comma 500, and now you can close this bracket. Okay, so basically what we are doing here is JS dot execute script, and here within this parameter we have to write window dot scroll by, and here 0 500. Okay, 0 500. Now let me just import this package from here. Let's see, here you see there is no, the package import is not done. That is the reason. Okay. Or what we can do here, we faced the similar issue last time, right? For the time being, I'm just removing this line of code to somewhere notepad. I'm just keeping here, and same thing will just see here. So this, and now let me just close that package, and I'm deleting itself, this package. Oh, I delete the which one? Is dot execute script window dot scroll by 0, 500. One second. Let me pull this. Let me delete this one. Okay. Now, second. JavaScript executor. This is the JavaScript executor to take. Okay. This is interface. So basically, there is two things. Okay. JavaScript executor, you can see this is a class. So we should not take JavaScript executor class. We should take JavaScript executor, this one, as a interface.
Which one mentioned Selenium, right?
Yeah, not the default one. So JavaScript executor, it's a interface, not a class. That's why we faced, last time issue. So we imported a wrong package at all. So the moment I am saying, right, this one, now I'm saying JS, the object. Now within this, we have to just mention JavaScript executor, the first one. Okay, the Selenium one. Okay, now comma driver. You have to do the TypeScript. Why I'm getting error? Can you tell? Any idea? Because of this error, this comma. Okay. Okay. Now, try again issue. Just one. JavaScript executor driver. Let me import from that class where I pinged you from my repository, right? Some issue is there always, I don't know. JavaScript executor driver. Okay, driver means the bracket should not be there. Okay, got it. Okay, so this is the syntax. Now what I'm doing here, suppose I want to scroll. Scroll down to web page by pixel 500, for example. So what to do here, js dot script execute script. Here we have to say window dot scroll by, okay, scroll by here bracket start 0 comma 500 and then statement close. So what it will do, till 500 pixel it will, like for example this is my URL, till 500 it will go and be there. Okay, let's quickly try this one. So it's launching now. Okay, let me do one thing. Let's see what is any. So I'm putting little bit weight. Okay, red dot slip. Driver dot this one. Execute script script comma arguments. Okay, let me try now. I'm putting 2000. Okay.
मगर लास्ट टाइम राकेश पूछा था ना, वही कर रहे हैं ना आप लोग?
हाँ
इन मिडिल को चाहिए मेरे को, वो स्क्रॉल डाउन नहीं जाना चाहिए। ओके।
Okay, let me take another web page. Okay, syntax wise there is no issue. Okay, this is I'm going to do it. So let me put some weight as well. Driver dot find element. Oh, sorry. Driver dot manage dot timeout dot page load timeout duration of seconds, and here we can pass 10 seconds. Now after putting that, now what we're doing here is the created the object, and this is the basically the JavaScript executor thing. Okay, so window, this is window scroll. If any typo error also it will not work, that's why I'm just checking once again. So window dot scroll by 0, for example 500. Okay, now see, this is a syntax issue, that's why it didn't run on the previous URL. Okay, so that's why I said it's case sensitive things. Like, so this comma should be after the bracket. Okay, then you can just close the bracket. So this time this is perfect. Okay, and the problem is in within the string, if you write any ABCD, right, it will not detect as any error, right, because it's a string parameter. Like string, we are putting all this, that is the again a issue. So just see this how it should be. So if I run this time, definitely it will work. So I'm just running now. Text and all, or you can write it down, even you can Google it, you will get this methods available. So now it will launch. So maximizing. So it will wait again another 10 seconds to load the URL. Then it should move to 500 pixel. Okay, let me go. I think this line of code is not required at all. It's also not required. Let me run again. Now you can see it's scroll down till 500 pixel. So let me see, it stop and see it's pointed here, right? So if you increase the size, right, till 500 to 750, like 750 or 1000, similarly it will go like this. Okay, it will go like this.
Okay, and what is the length of this top to bottom? We are considering as 1,000 or how?
No, it in previous class we saw, right, how to check width and weight. So that height,
That
that
number.
way, yeah, you have to first find out that
Hmm.
what is the like height and weight. Then
Okay.
based on your understanding, or manually also you can troubleshoot. Suppose I want to come down till submit, right?
Hmm.
So now obviously here it's a 500, then put 100, 1500. For example, I'm putting 1500. Let's see whether it is coming down or not, for example. Okay,
Okay.
so it is coming, right? So
It's more
just
than
I
2,000 this. Okay.
yeah, I just put my assumption and that it works. Okay, now suppose the second scenario. So first, what we cover is we scroll down till this 1500 and we should see the submit button that is also available. Now I want to click on this, right? So how will use all this? So the moment I click, right, it is suppose some error is coming, that's okay, but we should able to click, right? So for example, now here I'm submit, right? So there is another method, another approach called, for example, scroll down, okay, the web page, by the visibility of the element. Suppose I want to interact some action, click action on that, right? After scroll down till 1500, then I am seeing this submit button and I want to click on this. Okay. No matter what result we are getting, that's a different story. But yeah, we have to click. So for this, how we will do, right? So very first thing, we have to scroll down from top to 1500 pixel and we'll see the submit button which you have written the code here, right? Now I want to perform click action on this, right? So how to do that? So very first thing, we have to first locate the web element, right? We have to find the locator. So I'm just in like click on this submit and inspect, and we have to just write first the XPath. So this is my input. You can see name, value, class, ID, right? So anyone will work. So anyway, submit is there. We can take any attribute name, input, and I'm using, for example, type equal to, we have two, right? We have two. Now, if I take another combination of value submit, okay, value also I'm taking as a submit. So again, the rate value, let me increase the size. Okay, value equal to submit. Now this is unique, right? This is become 1. So let's copy this one. And what I have to do, we have to first store, right, to web element. So web element, and any name we can give, suppose element only, ele I'm putting, equal to driver dot find element by dot xpath, and here we will pass this, right? Now what we'll do JS, because we are not going to perform ele.click, right? Because that is Selenium method, inbuilt method, but we are using JavaScript executor help, right? So here we will do JS, the object of JavaScript executor dot execute script, and here in argument we'll say arguments 0 dot, okay, scroll into view, bracket open, bracket close, okay, and bracket open, bracket close, then quotation completed, then comma, then the object which we created, right, element ele. Okay, so this is the syntax. Scroll, so basically this is scroll till visibility of the element. So that means first I will scroll from here till down this, and then I will perform a click action. Okay, now let's try this.
Now you have not used the click action, right? You are just scrolling.
Right, because in most of the cases, if scrolling down and all thing, right, so this Selenium, this click action will never work in such cases. Okay, so in that case you have to use JavaScript executor. Most of the time you have to use this approach. Okay, sometime if it doesn't work, right, there may be a issue with the weight. Okay, so there is no issue with here, this just put some weight, okay, then run. Now here it's not work, let me just run again. So weight also there may be a possibilities, okay. And also the very important thing is the syntax. If you are writing incorrect syntax, it will not work. Any typo error also, that time also it will not work. Here so I don't think there is any typo error, but yeah, let's see. Okay, so this is not working. So what I'm going to do here is, instead of this line, right, I'm just commenting, and I will put js dot execute script. Okay, and here let me try once more. Okay, a r g u arguments, then it should be always 0 bracket start bracket close dot scroll into view. Now here bracket start bracket close, then this colon semicolon, then after the quotation completed just put comma and the element. My element. Okay, my element. Now let's see. So arguments, it should work. But did you get basically what it will do? It will not perform any click action. The reason is why? Can you tell me why? It will not perform any click action. Can anybody tell why?
Maybe not dictated.
No. So the thing is, what we have mentioned here, first thing, see, scroll down the web page by visibility of text. So basically, this line of code will check whether your element is visible, after you scroll down or not. Okay. So that is the thing. But click action, we have already the click one, right? In that case, if you want to perform just click action, then you can use the JavaScript that click one. Okay. Now here we are mentioning scroll into view just to see whether the element is present or not. Suppose for example, I am just remove the value. Okay. And if I run now, definitely it will throw an error. Okay. This time because it will go to that particular element and see whether it is visible or not. So this time it will going to throw an like exception element, no such element found exception, you will see. Okay. So click action is a different. So this is scroll into view means it will check whether the element is available or not. Suppose you do some validation, right? For example, uh, suppose you launch a Google page. So you are saying user should able to see Google logo or Google some text or some information, right? So that validation when you do and you want you have to scroll to that particular web page till 500 pixel down and then validate some text. In that case you can use this assertion like this line of code. Okay, so basically it will check and verify like whether this is present or not. Okay, now you see it's thrown an exception, right? This X path value, this is not there, not present. So you can see. So that means it's went to after scroll down to this element and check there is no such element found. So it is throwing an exception. Okay, this is the reason.
This
Okay.
for only view purpose, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because
So any validation you do, right? First, suppose I want to, this is my page. I am going scroll down till here. I should see the HTML table. This text should be present. So get text, right? For example, you want to get text of some value. So in that case, you will use this scroll, into view and then fetch the data because somehow you are scrolling down but you have to point it right which element you want to get the data or text and all. So for that we have to mention like this. Okay, so this is another. one more is there. Scroll horizontal, okay, scroll horizontal on web page. So for that, how to do? So whether we have, yeah, we have this one. I don't think horizontal. Let me check. We need some URL which has horizontal also. Let me Google it. No, this is not. Can someone just check and ping me if you see any?
What actually you're expecting, Makan? Left to right or?
Yeah, left to right one. Correct.
So you can take pricing, right? Go and Amazon pricing right there, no?
Okay. Yeah. Let me check. Oh, that is also not there.
No, bro. Just scroll down.
हाँ.
आपको क्यों नहीं दिखा रहा है? मेरे पास है. Scroll up slowly. लेफ्ट साइड में बार रहते हैं, ओके, प्राइसिंग 1 to 1 लाख तक रहते हैं ना, उसको लेफ्ट टू राइट, राइट टू लेफ्ट.
Right.
If you want, I'll send you. Okay, wait, I have one link.
Okay. One more.
This.
Okay. Flipkart. Okay. Some guru.com. Okay, let's see. Anyone will work. Okay. For example, this is okay. This is one URL. So basically, you can see here, right? So this URL has a left to right. So this is nothing horizontal, right? Scroll bar. So if you want to do that, right? You want to, for example, you want to scroll, right? For example, horizontal scroll. So how to do that? Okay, let's see with the code. So first, let me take the URL, complete URL. And what I'm going to do, I'm just changing it, okay? Or I'm just commenting this one and using another driver dot get. This is we are going to use now. Okay, So we have already created the object, right? So basically what we are going to do here is, first we have to, in this case, what we have to do, we have to first find out the some element. Okay, what element? So for example, on this page, if you want to scroll, right, if I just simply go and write js dot execute script, for example, okay, and I am putting here arguments starting 0, okay, bracket close, dot scroll into view, bracket start, bracket close, same colon, and here I have to first find out something. Okay, find out the, obviously normal approach, it will not going to work. Okay, anyway, it will not work. If I do like this, definitely it will not going to work. Now we have to find the first element of this. Okay, so suppose this is the scroll bar, right? For that we have to find the, we have to first inspect. Let me inspect. Okay, so here, so just click on this. For example, we are clicking on this. Let me check once again. Suppose there are, you can see there are few options are there. SAP, accounting, live testing, mobile testing, all these options are there, right? So if these are the basically what? These are basically hyperlink. Okay, these are basically hyperlink. So if I am just trying to click on this, right, mobile link, so this is basically, it's a href, right, anchor tag a and anchor tag href. So in, suppose I want to perform click action on this particular, okay, so what we are going to do here, first we
Extra.
have to find out the locator for this. So this is href link, right? This is basically, we cover these things, right? If uh, start with a anchor tag and you see href some url, it's considered some link text. So here in our script, what we are going to do, before we put this line of code, we have to first store the web element, for example, web element, and I'm saying ele1 this time. Okay, ele1, and here I'm saying again driver dot find element, and this time what will go use by link, right? Link text, we can write xpath and all, but obviously it has the link text option, that's why we're using link text. So here we will pass the text. So what is the text of this?
Mobile testing.
Right, so this is the text, so we'll just pass the text, so we are not going with the xpath this time. Okay, now we have stored one wave element, and this is our wave element. Okay, for example, now how to do this? So here in this line of code, js dot execute script, now this arguments 0, then scroll into view. Okay, scroll into view, and here the moment you see the quotation double quote completed, put comma and just mention the of this one ele1. Okay, so the variable which we have created for this element particular. Okay, now let me comment this thing. We don't need.
Because now it should be like
Makan, there's no
visibility
difference,
of the
right?
element, right?
Sorry.
So now it's like you are going to the visibility of the element. You are not doing any click action.
Right.
No, it's one more
Well,
thing, Makan. See, in top one,
hmm.
previous one also showed up to down, right? And this one left to right, right? So
Right.
same syntax you are wrote, right? Here written.
Yeah, let's see this one. Okay, so basically this what it will do, it will scroll the page till the element. Okay, maybe it's a visit. See, the thing is, let me close this one. So now mobile testing is here, right?
Correct.
So we are not bothering to scroll here or there. Okay, our target is, if I scroll, I should see the mobile testing, right? This is only the purpose, right? Scrolling is not a purpose. Our purpose is now it is hidden, right? I can see only three, so I have to scroll, right? Then only I will see mobile, na, or any of this, right? So in this case, this is the way we'll have to write. Scroll, like scroll into view means you want to first see, then only you will, if you don't able to see, then how you will interact, right? First you have to see that. So first I have to, if the this is the URL and my element is, after scrolling only I can able to see, then what your first action is, first you have to see the mobile testing. If you don't see the mobile testing, obviously you can't perform any action. So you have to scroll to the element. Okay, basically, so this is the purpose of the horizontal. Okay, basically, so you just, if whatever the your target element is there, if you want to see or perform any action, right, first you need to scroll to that particular thing. Okay, so let me just run it. So this is if when you are interacting with any element and it's horizontal. Okay, in that case it is going to work. Okay,
Yeah, Makan, like in the line 25th, right? You have given 0, comma 1500 so that the
right,
horizontal will go till 1500. The
right,
same way, sorry, vertical will go till 1500. Same way, if you are
right,
doing horizontal, it should be 1500, comma 0 or
right,
like,
right, you are
okay.
correct.
Just we are changing that indexes.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
so one is y, so the first one is x and one and is y.
Mm,
So x is considered the horizontal and y
mm,
you consider the vertical
got
one.
it. Okay,
Okay,
got it.
that's how it works. Now we are performing, if
And the
there is
visibility
any
of it.
for the particular element, and suppose first you have to scroll, then you have to see, now it is coming, right? You see mobile testing is coming. Suppose I want to see the VB script. Now it is till end, right? This VB script. So what I am going to do here, instead of
Changing that. Okay.
mobile I will just VB script. I don't know whether it will be a text. I'm not going to locate, so I'm just writing VB script. So VB script. Okay, this time I'm just closing this. So basically it should scroll to VB script this time. Okay, I'm just closing this. Let me run once again. And this one, right, the scroll by 0 1500. So this 0 is considering the x you can consider the
Got it.
horizontal
Okay.
one, and y you consider the vertical one. That's simple. Okay, you can do some activity and see. There are a lot of things we can do. So these are the mostly we use in Selenium, so that I'm going to cover today. Now it should maximize the page. Now you see VV scripts is visible, right? So it was hidden earlier, now it's visible. Now if you want to perform any action, then obviously you have to write the click method, click one, right? Click function. If I want to click, if I want to click, then obviously I have to write something. That's a different story. But you first need to get this, right? To visible it. So it was hidden. It was not appearing, right? The moment you open, it was not appearing. So it was hidden. To go to the particular element, then perform some action is called, this visibility of the text, this element. Okay. So this is one. Let me check. Let me remember.
Okay. For the next line, we will be writing js.execute script
Right.
argument 0.click
Click.
and with
Correct.
the element. Okay.
Right. Click. Right. So this is how we do. Okay. Now we saw the scroll down of the page, right? Till bottom and all we cover. Horizontal also we cover. Visibility of the text also we cover. I'm just thinking to scroll down what we can have. Let me think. So I think, yeah, these are the only, mostly used. If I feel if something I, missed out, I will, cover in next session. Okay. So scroll down things, horizontal, vertical, we have done it, right? So just do practice on the horizontal and these things. Okay. These are the for all of this. Now we'll see the different one.
The same way, can we give, like using JavaScript executor, can we give keyboard shortcuts? Like
For
tab.
keyboard thing, we have this
No.
robot.
Yeah, I
No.
got that. Like
Keyboard thing, no. Yeah.
in executor script, we can't do it, right?
No. It's only for the, web click action or web action, not keyboard thing. For that only we can use action or robot class. Action class basically you can use, no issue. Okay. Now what
And
we
what
are,
about alert message?
sorry,
Alert
alert we have covered, right?
covered, huh?
The very first one
All
you
three
see
types.
alert.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Oh, that is on, right? Okay, alert message. Got
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Now we'll see the date picker. Okay. So
Makan, in frames, right? There is like inner frame. Like 2 days back, you told like there is inner frame and outer frame. You just explained us like
okay, yeah,
take
yeah,
it from
yeah,
index.
yeah. So sure is I will cover that one then. Yeah.
Sure.
Let me open s colon double slash cheer dot practice. Then it would be okay. So this is okay. Let me just 1 second. Why it is not loading? Okay. So you can see this is, for example, it's a web page. Okay. Now how to handle, right? How to handle nested iframe. Basically nested iframe means iframe inside another iframe. Okay, so for example, this is my web page. Okay, consider this is my web page. Now in this web page, so this complete, this is one frame, consider this is my frame. Okay, now this consider as a main frame, or default, we saw, right, default content. Okay, default content, that is means main or default content. Okay, this is what. Now it can have another frame. Okay, it can have another frame, and this one second, this frame, okay, this is another frame, for example. So this one will consider parent iframe. Okay, this is considered parent iframe. So this is by default, this is my main frame. Okay, or main window you can say, but inside this there is one parent iPhone. Okay, just 1 minute guys. Sorry. Okay, so this is my parent. Now there is, one second, there is another frame. Okay, and here we have some text box. Suppose I want to enter something, right? So this is, suppose I want to enter some value or something else. So this is suppose text box or search anything. Okay, so basically this is my endpoint, right? This is my target point. Now this green one that you see, right, this one will consider child iframe. Okay, so this is my child iframe. Okay, so this is called nested iframe basically. So frame under another frame. So this is one frame, there is another frame. So this is called nested iframe or iframe inside frames. Okay, clear this thing? Any doubt? Okay, now let's create a program. So I'm writing nested iframe. Okay, iframe demo, and we need main method, and just let me just copy this line of code. Okay, this is our, just changes the URL, and this is our URL. Okay, now we are putting 10 seconds of wait. Let me put 5 seconds. Okay, now for example, so how, like syntax, like we know the methods, right? Driver dot switch to dot frame, right? So this thing we know, frame concept, right? Basically, so here I'm just, this is I'm writing parent or outer frame. Okay, I'm writing, and another I'm writing child or inner frame. So basically I'm referring this one and this one, okay, child and parent, and this one obviously this one is a main or default content, okay, this black one. So this is driver dot switch to frame. Now here I'm considering this is one would be for parent and one would be for child, okay. Now how to do that, okay. For example, if I open now this page, right, you can see this is a page. Now if I go and inspect, right, and if I say this one iframe, right, how to get the iframe and all that we saw, right, in our previous session. So there are how many iframes? 3, right, 1 of 3. So the first one, now this is second one, the animals one, right, and the third one is inner frame, okay, inner frame, then this is the animals one, and it has another frame under another frame, that's why it is coming twice. So the first one, it is a frame, okay. Basically the first one is consider this one is considering, the third one is the inner one, okay, the child one. So it is pointed to the child one, okay, the third one, and the first one is a complete one, okay. This from left to this right, this till this, right, it is considering another frame, okay. Now if I want to check the frame one, right, frame one, so frame one is my what, parent, right?
Yeah.
Are you getting or not? Please let me know, or else
Yeah.
I will explain again. So see this 2, this is my another frame, okay, 2. The moment I click on 3, so this is basically the inner one. You can see the lines, right, line, this is the inner one, okay. Now if I just move to the first one, it's capturing complete, right, you can see the it highlighted complete. Now third one, see, it highlighted only this small portion. If I click on the first one, it is highlighted the complete border, right? So this is my first one. Now here what I have to write, so the moment I say iframe, right, this iframe, so iframe 1, you can see id, right, iframe 1. Similarly I have iframe 2, frame number 2, right, and same we have frame number 3, for example. So when it is iframe, the tag will start with iframe, and you will have this. If you don't have any id and all, so we saw last time in by index position, right, any id or class attribute are not there, index position also you can go, or the id or the class name, right, that also we can go, right, we saw that one, okay. Now so your parent is considering frame 1, right, so we can use this id, okay. This time we will go with id, okay. So frame 1, I'm just taking the id, you can see here name or id, you just need to pass, okay. This is my parent. Now I want to check the third one, right, third one is the inner frame checkbox. So here the id value is frame 3. Now I will go and just pass the value here. So right now we identify our parent frame and our child frame, right, and this is the method switch to dot frame. So we can go by id or class or index position as well, okay, both will work. So this time we are showing the id or name, okay. Now for example, I want to suppose I want to click on this, right, because I want to click this checkbox, right. So how to do that? So basically I have to first find the element, right? Find the element. For example, this is my click, right? Here you see I have ID, I have this attribute type, right? Type and ID is there, A. So let's check with A. Let me copy and just find if I get. So there are a lot of I anyway, but no worries, we'll go with I on A only. Let's do one thing. So this is I. What we are going to first, we have to find out the element. So I'm just writing find web element checkbox. Okay, so this is our web element checkbox, right? This is our web element checkbox. We have to find first. Okay, now here what I'm going to say, driver dot switch to, because we have to switch, right, to frame. So we have to say driver dot switch to dot, one method is there, parent frame. Switch to parent frame. So this A, first we have to go to the parent, right? If your element is present under child, what you have to do? From the main or default content, first you have to traverse to the parent, right? From parents, then you will proceed to the next, right? Suppose if this locator is available in child, right, then first from content, right, from the main content you have to go to the parent, then only you will be able to do it, right? From default content we can't do, right? We saw in last class, we have to switch whether
That in
parent or
already you have already written in first two lines, right? That frame
no,
one.
I have written just for your understanding.
Okay,
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 I
okay.
just am written, so I have to find that, right, these two. Okay, now find the web element. Okay, now what I am going to do is, let me first write the element, driver dot find by element by dot id, right? We have a id called a, within double quote just put the value and dot click action. We have to do the click action, right? So we got the find element thing. Okay, now what we have to do, so this a, this a is where it is located,
Inner.
Inner.
inner, right? So basically where we have to switch,
You have to switch from parent to inner.
right? So this thing I'm just, if I just copy, just comment, okay, frame one is my parent one, so this is considering this parent one, I'm just commenting, and from main or default context I am trying to interact. Okay, let's see,
Element not found. Frame out of index.
will it work or not?
No, it won't
No,
work.
first you need to switch in parent, right? Why you're
Yeah, I'm just showing you, means if
Mhm.
you do this way, will it work or not?
No, no.
Definitely, I already said if I want to interact with some child thing, then obviously from the main, I have to first go to the parent and then child. Otherwise, it will not work, right? So let's see if it's worked, then fine. So definitely it will not work. Okay, it will not work. It didn't interact anything. Everything is okay, but it will not work. Okay, not checked. Okay, so simple. The reason is because first we have to traverse from the main to parent, then the child one. This is the concept. Now, if I
Lakan, can you show me that what error we will get?
error, let me run again. Okay. So I don't think you will get any error. First thing, why? Because the moment it will load, right, the your element, right, is visible. Okay, it's not able to just click on that. Okay, but it should not give you any no such element found exception for, because element is there, but you are only not able to interact. That is the reason. Okay, let's see anyway. Yeah, you will not see any error, I guess. There is no error
No
because okay, no frame element. Okay,
no
so
such.
this time no such element, not this is no frame element, because this the frame which you are trying to interact, right, this time no such frame exception, no such element is still okay, because element is present. Okay, you are not able to interact, only the question with the frame. So what we have to do here is basically first we have to switch to the main, from the main to parent, then parent to child. Now if I just put like this, right, and just try to run it, let's see this time. Now see, it is working, right, because it's very straightforward thing. We are on main, from main we have to traverse to parent, then parents to, then again child, then it will work. Now take another example. Okay, now here you are on the child. Now you want to do some action on the this topic. Suppose I want to enter some test, for example, right? So this topic is under which frame?
Frame one.
No, tell child parent like this.
Parent.
Parent, right? Everyone agreed, right? This is under the parent one. Okay, now what to do?
Driver dot switch to, like, after
You
16th
have to
line.
get
First,
variable first.
no, not variable first.
Get switch first parent, then you need to
First, correct. So first we have to switch. So driver dot switch to
Parent.
parent. Okay, parent. So it will, from child it will switch to this parent. Okay, now on the topic, the entire topic, this thing, right, it will be there. Okay, now what to do? Here we have to first find out the
Element and set.
element.
Okay.
Find a wave element for text box, for example. Now we have to find the element. Let's go and let me remove it. Just inspect. Okay, so here input is there.
ID equals topic.
Okay, so in this case, what you will do?
ID.
No, this ID is for this label, not for this input.
Input, okay.
I'm giving 2 minutes. This
Can
is
we do
very
by text?
common. This is very common. We face in real time. Issues on this web page.
can we search by text equal text topic?
There is no text, na?
Okay, inside the input there is no text, right? Okay.
One
Like-
more minute.
Like a relative path, like body. Then we go to the.
No, it's very simple. It's very simple. Okay. So when you see there is a input and there is no value assigned, okay, no tag, no attribute, no obviously get this text you will not never going to see the design HTML page design that way.
First
And
type here.
sorry,
You need to type first here in input. मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ ना कुछ टाइप करके बाद में उधर दिखाएगा ना
नहीं, no, I
आएगा?
will just simply I will tell. Okay.
Okay.
Now you just say driver dot find element by dot tag name, as simple as that. Okay, so what is the tag name? Input, right?
Input.
Just pass within double quote. Okay, that's it.
But
Now
you say if in case there are so many things like input, right? There's so many elements, web elements.
It won't be duplicate.
no, because if you see input, sorry, not here. It has two. Okay, it has a two, but we already moved to the parent, right? We already moved to the parent, so definitely it will pointed to this one. Okay, and in Selenium, I don't know whether I covered this point or not. If you have two,
default first one,
two,
right?
the first one, correct, that is also there. If you have a two element which shows two for that, so it will consider the first one. Okay, anyway, and that you can do the indexing also. Okay, if you want to make more unique, but this time it should be okay with the input, no issues. Okay, so now in send key I am just putting test. Okay, now if I run, let's see. So when you assign to the tag, and it's like you can just try for the tag name as well. No attribute, no other attributes are present. Only you see the tag name. Just go with the tag name and all. So it's based on experience. The more you write XPath locator thing, right, you will get an idea like how to do that. So it depends. Like now, see both is working fine. First, because we have not commented the child things, right? So it's first clicking on the child, then moving to this. Okay, now we are on which frame? Parent, right? Okay, now if I want to switch from parent to default, then what? Default or main one, then what?
Then you have to go back.
Switch to
No,
default.
tell me the syntax. What I have to do?
Switch to default content.
Correct. Yeah. Correct. So driver dot
Default content.
switch to dot default content. That means you are on this complete mainframe. Yeah, main screen or main completely page. Okay.
Makan, if you open that web page, right, the one with the example which you are showing in Chrome, right? In this case, say, like I need to first write in topic as test, then I need to write animal as dog or cat, then I need to click on this checkbox. Then what we will be doing, like first we will just go to the parent window, we will write the test. Then should we come out of that like default
I will
content?
cover now. I will cover now that one. Okay. So for example, as of now, we are on the default, means we are neutral for all the iframe frames and all, right? We are on top. and these are all the frames available. Now what I'm going to do, see, and if I want to, now this is one my frame and this is one child frame and another frame is available, right? Another frame is available. 1 minute. So another frame is there, right? And it has the animals, right? For example, this is the animals. Now if I want to go there, animal frame, right? This is again a frame. I am not writing here, okay? This is just consider frame. This is frame 2, okay? This one frame 1 and this one frame 3, right? In code also we have mentioned like this, no? 1 second. Yeah, 1 and 3. Now here is a main. It's a main, right? So from main, if I want to go to frame 2, it's a very straightforward thing. Now after the default content, what we are going to write it, we're going to switch to the another frame, right? So we'll say driver dot switch to dot which frame, we can say switch to
Frame.
which frame,
Frame.
some frame, right? Some frame is there.
Yeah, frame.
So I will say frame and we have to pass the name. I think name is
Frame
2, right? So I will just pass frame 2. So always remember, from any frame to another frame, if you want to switch, you cannot directly switch from frame 1 to frame 3. You can't do that, okay? So you have to first come to the main and then you can go there, or you can come like this, okay? So this is a complete one, inner is present. That's why we don't no need to switch to main, right? Because it's a inner. So what we are doing first, we are going to parent, or we are from parent to child, we can do it because this is still under the parent. That's why you are able to do, but this is separate independent frame, right? There is no link with the child or inner, right? Here it's a completely different. So from parent 1 or parent 3, we cannot directly interact parent 2, okay? So for that we have to reverse back or go back to the main content. From main content we can go to the animal, right? You are clear, right, this concept?
I have one question here. Go that screen.
Yes.
See, now parent framework to, we need to switch another framework. We'll come back again, main framework, again we're going to second framework,
Right,
okay?
right.
But in child framework, inner framework, okay? Parent and child, suppose I'm in typing some text in the parent.
Right.
Then I can come back main, again I need to go child, or no need to come back?
No, when you are under this child of, suppose it has a many child, it can have a many child,
Yeah,
okay?
in parent I'm there.
So in that case, you do not need to go back. In our code also, we have not go back to this, right? Default content just we are using now. If you see the code, this A is for the inner one, right? For this is for the inner one.
Correct.
Child iframe. After child iframe, we just switch to the parent frame, right? So we did not switch to the content, default content, right? If you have many child, suppose many child, so from child you can go to the parent like this, okay? Directly, you do not need to go here, because this is the inner frame concept, right? Inner frame under a frame. So within a frame you can interact, no need to go to the main frame.
In
But
parent framework, we have 3 child framework, okay? Think.
yeah,
In parent framework only we have 3 child framework. In first child framework, I am doing some entry, then I need to come default to parent framework, right? Then I need to go second child framework.
no.
Then?
So if you have a child 3 child frame for this parent, and you are suppose here sitting here.
Yeah.
Now if you want to go to the parent, you can directly go to the parent, right? Switch to parent, right?
No, I'm talking about in between there is a one more child, right? I need to switch that one.
Okay, for that one, what you can do, you need to go back to the parent, and
Correct. That
from
is what I'm
parent,
asking.
then here you have to go. Yes.
That is what
Then
I'm
it,
asking.
yeah,
Child,
yeah,
there is a three. First child, I need to go second child. Then I need to come back parent.
to parent.
I need to go
Yes.
second child. Correct.
Right. So
Okay.
basically, what you are doing, you are one child, another child. There are three child. So you have to first take a permission from the parent. Can I go to this room, another child's room? Yes. You have to take a permission. Okay. Without permission, you cannot just directly jump to that. As simple as that. Okay. Now this is completely individual, like independent frame. So now what I am going to do here. So first I switch to the default content and trying to switch to the frame 2, which is the independent one, right? Here we have animals, right? So for this animal, for example, this is the drop down. So for drop down, how to perform? So drop down, we have to first write the locator, right? Find out the wave element. So I'm just quickly writing wave element drop down equal to driver dot find element. Okay, find element. Now let me just inspect this one. Okay, so here select, right? Select is there. So basically select option you are seeing here, right? For example, I have to pass. So by dot we can go by dot id. No, by dot id we can go. No, there is no class, right? This class is, don't consider this. We can go, but I will prefer this because there is any value you see, right? For any attribute, any value, random value, don't consider that is a, that may be dynamic. Okay, these three may get changed to 4 or 100 or 50. Don't know. So if something you see static thing, yeah, go with this. So this time I'm going with the id. So here I'm saying pi dot id, and here I just need to pass the id.
But we should use elements, right? Find element. It
Find
should be
element only will go na.
no pa. These drop down, right? More than one name.
I
Then we.
will, I will come to that point. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay. So there is no if. Always remember, the moment you say find element, you can't write this way.
Yeah,
You
we need
have
to at
to,
least.
take as a list. Okay. You have to store as a list. So as simple as this. So this is the drop down. Okay. Drop down might be I covered anyway. You will see here. So now this is a select attribute. So this is the select. Okay, now what I'm saying, select is also a class in Selenium. Okay,
Yeah.
select. Now first you have to import. Just import the package. Now select, I'm saying drop down. Okay, select drop down equal to new select, and here you just need to pass this drop down.
Same name.
Variable.
Change, I will change. Okay, so this drop down, for example, and here I'm saying, one second, suppose drop down dot, 1 minute guys, huh?
Drop down one, right?
Yeah, drop down one dot what I'm going to go select by index. So select by index, select by visibility, select by anything. So we have a text right now. If you see, these are the value, right? Cat.
Baby
So
cat.
whatever you want to choose. So by default it's a cat. Now I'm choosing big baby cat, for example. So just within double quote pass it. Okay. Now your code is ready. Okay, so select drop down one. Okay, select drop down one, or I can say S1. Okay, putting S1. So what I have done, the element, right, whatever the element, I store to drop down. Then I use select class because we have select tags. That's why I am using select tag. So select S1. This is the object, and equal to new select. Now here you have to pass this one, right? What we want to interact. Now here I am saying S1 dot select by big cat. Okay, baby cat. Now let's run it.
From this, if I need to go to frame 3, then first I need to go to default content, then frame 1 and frame 3, right?
Right.
Okay.
So now it will launch. Now it's clicking the first thing. Now see baby cat selected, right?
Okay.
The moment, just I will take 1 more minute. If I just comment the default one, right? And now if I run it,
no such frame exception.
Right. So that time you should understand there is no issue with the element. It's only we have not switched to the appropriate frames or not followed the hierarchy. So today we cover JavaScript, few more things, how to scroll horizontal and with the pixel one also, and visit scroll till element. Then we cover iframe, right? Basically iframe, how to interact with the nested or child iframe and all. Now you see this is stuck in this test only, right? It is not switching. Okay, if I close this one or just switch, you see the same error. Same error. No such frame exception. No frame element found by name or ID. So basically frame is not visible for that because we are still on 3 parent, means 3 1, this one parent, right? And we cannot go there because we have to move first here, then we have to go there. Okay, but in case of this suppose this one, right, this parent, now parent can go directly, and from here we can reverse to the parent and all directly. We do not need to go there and come here. We can directly go interact because this is my immediate parent, and this parent has this is his immediate parent, right? This parent's immediate parent is a default parent, right? Default frame. For this one also, for this animal also, this contain main frame is a parent. For this also it is parent. So obviously if you want to switch from one brother to another brother room, then you have to go through this main. Okay, this is the hierarchy we have to follow in case of the iframe. Okay, so for today we are done. So in our next session we will cover the date picker, how to pick, and the other rest of the things. Okay, so I'm just stopping the recording now.